Now today we're going to be jumping into the TiVo Android device. If you missed my last video, make sure you guys check it out. I go through the specs. I went through a small little hiccup with the remote. It looks like it's taken care of now. Everything is working good. And some of the things I'm going to show you guys here, the Android device. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. What are you looking forward to do this summer? So let's come over here and I'm going to show you guys the other camera here so you can see everything that I'm doing. If I click on this little button right there, and let's just say I'm gonna, I don't know, I want to search for something. Now this doesn't go to your Google Play Store, how some people think. So let's just say you want to click it once, downloader, and it's gonna pick everything that I'm gonna say, and it's gonna start picking things up right there. So if I go in there, Rohas, of course, is gonna find me with a J, not with an H. Leo Rohas? No, not that guy. But so all you got to do is just click it once and then it's good to go. Now, what other features are on here? So of course you got your power button. This is your input right there. Here is your guide. So let's go ahead and click on guide and see what we get. So it takes you to stream your TiVo stream, and it's got a couple things here to check out. So let me go ahead and turn off my cameras here. It has the Masked Singer. Like, this is some pretty cool stuff. It has some things in there. So I'm just kind of curious. Is this include? Oh, okay, available from Hulu or Tubi. So it tells you what it's available from. So these are kind of like your shortcuts, and it tells you that at the top. Your recommended shows, and at the top it says Prime Video, Hulu, or Google Play. So that's pretty neat how it kind of like filters everything for you guys. And it says available from right there. So it's all there listed for you. So that's where you go. Now, if I do click here, you can go to my shows, guide. Let's just check out guide and see exactly what it is. So this is just going to be some of the free stuff. So like Pluto and whatever free live services that it does come with. So you just click on the thing and then it's going to go to, it says TiVo Plus. So there you go. So I'm going to get out of that real quick. And of course you got your TVs, shows, movies, sports, and kids and stuff like that. So we're going to back out of here. Now, if I do hit the back button, it doesn't kick me out of this TiVo thing. So we're going to go ahead and click. Let's try this out. We're going to click on that TiVo button right there. So all it does is just searches right there. And you know what? To get out of here, there's no home button on this thing. I had to click on this thing. So if I click on this right here, it's going to take me there. If I click on the guide, it's going to take me to the guide right there once I'm inside. But if I click on the back button, it doesn't kick me out. I got to click on this circle, but it doesn't exit out of that app, which is kind of weird because I don't want it to be running in the background. Now, if I do click on guide here, it will take me directly to the guide, where the first time I didn't do that. I think it was just launching the TiVo. So I got to click on that circle right there. Now, if I have Netflix, I just click on Netflix and there you go. If I click on this info button, whatever I have on there, it should give me the info based on the guide. So it won't do it out here. Now let's click on this live button right there and see what it is. And it's just going to go back to the live TV stuff. So it just takes you directly to the live TV. So there you go. So if you click on that, it gives you to the live, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the free Pluto stuff right there. So that's all the options when it comes to the remote. It's very simple, very basic. The only thing is it doesn't have a home button to take me back here. It has that other button that it kicks you out of the app and takes you to the home button, but it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't kick you out of that app completely. So let's check out the quality here. We're going to go to YouTube. And the first thing I like to do is, does it have 4K options? Now, some of these are native where it won't show you it. And if it does work, you could just click on this thing and it'll flip it on to 4K. And there you go. And the quality just looks incredibly good. Everything looks amazing. So I don't want to play too much of that, but the quality looked good. It didn't feel like it glitched at all. It just felt really, really comfortable, really nice. Now, if I go to Next Level Tech, if you don't know about Next Level Tech, you guys need to check his channel out. He's got some great stuff there. So first thing I like to do is I like to come here to more and to see if it's at 4K, and it is running 2160p 4K quality. So I'm going to leave it there, and it looks like it's caching very nicely, very, very smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward a little bit here, and again, the quality just looks amazing. It looks super clear, super clean. Now, some of the stuff here that you can do, some of the capabilities here, if you come here to the top, and I know my face is kind of covering right there, if you click on this little plus sign right there, it says add app to favorites. So you could add whatever it is that you want. So if you want this, you could add it there. Now, if you're like, hey, I want to move this to the front, you want to long hold that enter key and this will pop up. Then you come down here to move, and then you could move it wherever you want and then click the OK button and it'll lock it in there. Now if you want to remove it, long hold again and remove from favorites, and there it goes. Now here is your TiVo, and with this one you can't really do much. You can't move it around. So if you look at where it says recommended and it has the little TiVo sign, this is everything that's recommended from TiVo. If you come back, you go to recommended for YouTube, notice that little arrow button pointing that way. You could either remove it or you could move it downwards. So if you do that, you just click on it, move it down, click it again, and there you go. So it's pretty neat. Here's your apps feature. If you don't want this, again, you could just remove it or just leave it alone. As far as HBO, same thing. I'm going to go ahead and just remove it so you can see what happens. It just gets rid of it. Now, if you wanted to add it back, you can go to customize channels, and this is where you can add it. So let's just say HBO. Here it is again, where my face is covering it. You could do featured, movies, and series. Just turn one of these on, and then when you do hit that back button, it's going to pop up right there at the bottom. So that's very, very neat. Now, when it comes to settings, we're going to go ahead and turn this off again. Top right hand corner, you get that little gear icon for settings. This is where you could name your device. This is your networks, your accounts, all the different apps. So if you click on this, this will have everything that you have installed with all your apps and everything. Then you got your device preferences. From here, you got your about, and this will have everything about the device. And of course, if you want to get a little bit further into it, you could download apps like IDA. You got date and time, your language, your keyboard, your sound, storage, home screen. If you look at storage, I know someone's going to say, what does it say? Total space internal share drives 4.5 gigs. I know, it's very, very small. Home screen, Google Assist, Chromecast, screensaver. You got your location there. You could turn that off and on. I always have mine off. Usage and diagnostics, security restrictions, accessibilities. This is very, very neat. So if you have like if you want to put your text bigger, if you want to do your captions, you could do everything on there. And then if you back out, you could reset. And then now here is more. Now with more, you got a couple extra things here for your display. You could check your screen resolution. You could, right now the display mode, I have it at 1080p by 60 hertz because that's the capture card that it's reading at. But you could add it to a very much higher resolution if you do have a 4K TV. Now you could mess with your color depth settings and all that stuff. Here's your Dolby Vision. It's already set to go. Now with your screen position, this is how you could zoom in, zoom out. Now for your audio output, you could set up your 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound. This is everything where you're going to want to be able to set up your home full theater system. So it's very, very neat how you can do that. Very, very cool. So I wanted to bring you guys that stuff so that way you guys could see exactly what you get. Is this thing a true competitor to the 4K Firestick? The one thing I would say is if you have Prime, the 4K Firestick is geared towards that. This one does have Prime that you could log in and look at it. It just gives you that NVidia Shield feel. The only thing is, remember, it's got that much storage space, so you got to make sure you pick and choose what you want and you don't overload it. Right now, I have tons of stuff on there. It's all like HBO, Showtime, Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu. It has all the stuff there. When you get into third-party apps, that's where you're going to start adding too much to it. So you just want to be careful and you want to be mindful with the storage space. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I wanted to give you guys a good breakdown of what this device is. As always, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys soon.